Hey everyone, welcome back to the homestead. So on today's video, we are finally pulling up the garden. I'm going to be widening the garden this year, probably doubling it in size. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the plants and we're going to wrap up all the trellises. A lot of the trellises are broken, so I'll be tossing those. And keeping the T-post and pulling up the ground cover and just getting that ready for the rain that we're going to get this weekend, because I want to put all of my cow manure and my fertilizer on the ground, let it rain in, and then we'll till it up next week. So if that is something that interests you, stick around.
I'm coming home.
Y'all, when I tell you the sun ain't beating nowhere else but right here on this garden, I'm gonna have redneck tan going on. So if there's little gaps in the video and the footage, is because I decided to stop shooting and take my shirt off. We're gonna keep it family friendly and not show that on the YouTube. But yes, okay, over at the garden. My gosh, there's like a lot of ant piles. Lord have mercy. But the reason I left all of the plants in the ground is because if you leave the plants in the ground, the minerals that they've had, they will put back into the soil. So that's what I did. And now we're going to pull them and take them to the burn pile. And get all this stuff done and get it ready for this garden season. We're gonna have to mow too, but we have misplaced the top to the gasoline thing on the mower. So let's get this done, okay? All right, we're moving along, y'all, and we've gotten a couple of the rows pulled up right here. And before I see it in the comment, because I know I will, we're not tossing everything. Now, the T-posts that are just completely like rusted and have nothing to it, we'll use it for something, artwork or design or something, but they won't be used for the garden. I'm going to try to match up heights this time so it actually looks decent. And then all of this stuff that is just no good to use, it's tearing, it's ripping, it has holes, we'll toss those. But the ones that are still good, I'm going to be building a chicken run. If you can see, I have them right there, stacked up, ready to go. So that's the one we're using. So I wanted to say that before I got comments. Ooh, the bugs, oh my word. Also, I had another kind of epiphany. Wanted to let you know that this ground cover that we're using, we are pulling it up and we're putting it in the in the corn area, which is the little plot behind. So we are reusing that, even though we are getting different ones because we need to widen the garden. So again, we're repurposing, so don't come for me in those comments. All right, y'all, so the trellises are up. The sunburn is done. It is time to go in. So this ground cover and the prepping for the tilling will be done tomorrow. So it's gonna be some fancy editing. Really, it's just gonna be me doing, throwing the camera into my chest and then editing. So here we go, throw away. Alrighty, so it has been a couple days since we were at the garden with the passing of our beloved farm cat baby. This was her area. And with Easter, we decided to take a couple days off from shooting. So to finish up this video, it had to be a couple days. But we're back And I'm actually heading over now. I'm going to show you the plants because I need to get my butt in gear because this garden, it's after Easter now and it's time to put this garden in. Let me show you how the baby plants are looking. Alrighty, heading over to the greenhouse. This is kind of where all the herbs are. Our cilantro is really looking amazing. It's still pretty small, so it will get bigger. We're going to be making salsa to sell. We have some from last year that we're going to be selling at the farmer's market, but this is looking really good. We need a ton of it. These are the other herbs that I've started. All of them are doing a slow start, but hanging in there. The dill, rosemary, basil, and chamomile, and then we're selling flower pots. So at least one has sprouted already. The other ones we're still waiting on. And as you can tell, we've gotten some new 4 feet wide ground cover and more T-posts for the garden since we are doubling it. But let me pull you back up over here to the stars of the show, which is our tomatoes and pepper seedlings. They're all doing really, really good. This is probably about 3 times what we grew last year. We did about 60 plants and we're doing about 125 this year. Because we will be at farmers markets locally. So definitely come and check us out. But they all look so good. But it's time for them to get in the ground because they're like, hello, can we get in the ground, please? So while we're walking over to the garden, I just want to say, I hope that you join us for our garden season this year. This is our second garden season here at the homestead. The garden did really, really well last year. So go ahead and press that subscribe and that bell so you know that anytime new content comes to our channel. We have a lot of fun videos coming up this season. And also I have a lot of fun shorts. One of the things is with the loss of baby here on the homestead, I'm going to go ahead and do a short on a homemade cross from reclaimed wood. So you won't want to miss that. And you know, loss on the homestead is hard. It is hard. It's part of homesteading though, but it's still hard. And finding ways that you can remember your pets or your loved ones or whoever has passed is a great way to bring joy and happiness to your homestead. And also, if you want to hear more about loss on the homestead, you should hit up right here our Round the Hay Bale podcast episode about loss on the homestead. So now let's go ahead and go over to the garden. Y'all, when I tell you the worst thing about pulling up these ground covers was all of the ant piles that were underneath. They did really good. The ground cover lasted. It didn't rip too much. The staples did amazing. I will definitely recommend the staples. And we put in about 3 on each corner, 4 along the middle. All of them can be found in our Amazon affiliate link shop if you're wanting the ground covers or the staples. So yeah. And I'll tell you, so we finally pulled up the ground cover. It did a great job from last year. I will say that. It stood together. A lot of it didn't rip. There was a couple places that were torn and ripped and grew into the ground. But with all the staples did what they were supposed to. They easily came out. The only problem that we had was a lot of ant colonies underneath the ground cover. So what I'm going to do when I am fertilizing this ground before it is tilled is I'm going to do some diatomaceous earth. Now, if you have done that before, leave a comment in the comment if it worked. And also, I want to hear from you. Are y'all ground cover folks for your garden? Are you? Aren't you? Leave it in the comment. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this area mowed. So I'll see you when it's done. I wanted to say before I get to the mowing, there are always an affiliate link down below of the ground cover, the T-post, the staples, all that we use in the garden is in our Linktree link. Click on the Amazon affiliate link. It costs you no more money, but it shows Amazon you came from us and we earn a small commission. And we really greatly appreciate everyone who does that. So, okay, let's go ahead and get mowed. All right, so it is down on the shortest level. I put it on a 1. We did it last year. You know, everybody always says, don't do it on a 1 because it will kill your grass. Well, as you could tell, obviously, it did not kill it. So I always like to do that, especially before I till. So what I'm going to do now, what I did last year that really, really helped is I spread all of my fertilizer out. I do manure. Last year I did rabbit manure chicken manure that was from the chicken coop. This year I'm doing cow manure. I do a 10 by 10 by 10 fertilizer. So you got your nitrogen, your phosphorus, and your potassium. I do potash, which last year I called it potash. I think it will always be known as potash in my heart. And then I let it sit. And then I till, and then I put a little bit more fertilizer on and till it in again. This year, what I'm going to be doing for the second round of fertilizer is I'm going to be doing some Kelzyme. You've heard us talk about Kelzyme on the podcast. I've done it on my videos. It is kind of like a miracle drug for your garden. I can't talk about how much I love this product. If you are interested in our Linktree link, there will be a link to get you some Kelzyme, and it's going to have our Around the Hay Bale promo code so you can get 10% off of your purchase. But y'all, that's it for this video. Basically what I'm tackling next, I'm going to walk you to it, and it's going to be a tackle, is the corn area. We did not do corn last year, but I've had some fabulous seeds sent over from my homegirl Christina at Hilltop Garden. Oh, Lord. So I'm going to clear out these little trees, the dead grapevines that did not come back last year, and we're going to mow it down, and then I'm going to till that up, and I'm going to fertilize these all together. The corn area will be the next video, hopefully. And so will the watermelon and the tilling. I am going to till all of them this year. I am going to do a video on the tiller. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, again, I hope you are subscribing and hitting that bell icon so that you know that anytime that new content drops to the channel. Go ahead and follow us on all of the social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all of them. I mean, all of them. All of them. Just do it. And until next video, thanks for watching. Be blessed, y'all.
I'm coming home.